Good morning, friends. My name is S. Vijayarajareddy. I am working as an English teacher in a private school. I have 20 years experience in teaching English. I have imparted my knowledge to school students, college students, and students appearing for bank examinations and ISET examinations. I have opened a channel on YouTube by name English Wizard Nambiraj. To this channel, I want to share my knowledge with you in English grammar and in English language. Today, I am going to discuss an interesting topic, that is active voice and passive voice. I am sure you will definitely enjoy this session. Please look at the board here, active voice and passive voice. When the subject in sentence performs an action, the sentence is said to be in active voice. For example, Varun hit Kunal on his cheek. In the above sentence, Varun is performing an action. So, the sentence is in active voice. In passive voice, the subject in the sentence is either the recipient, that means receiver, or sufferer. Then the sentence is said to be in passive voice. Look at the sentence here. Kunal was hit on his cheek by Varun. Here, if you take a look at this sentence, Varun is performing an action. In the above sentence, suffers from the action by Varun. Here, Kunal was hit on his cheek. So, Kunal is the sufferer here. See the next sentence. Kunal was given 1,000 rupees by Varun. Here, Kunal received 1,000 rupees by Varun. So here, Kunal was the receiver. I think you understand the definition of passive voice. In the passive voice, subject will be either the sufferer or the receiver. Now, my dear friends, you may be very curious to know why we should use the passive voice. In daily conversations, we often use passive voice, especially when we give priority to action rather than the performer. We use passive voice. For example, Raju's father was admitted to the hospital yesterday. Here, who admitted Raju's father is not important. What is important is Raju's father was admitted to the hospital because of some health problem. So, there are many occasions where we find the necessity of passive voice. Let us take another example. Yesterday, a minister was arrested because of misusing public funds. Here, the person who arrested is clearly understood from the context. Who has the right to arrest anyone? The police department. So here, it is crystal clear who arrested the minister. So in situations like this, we often find the use of passive voice. Now,
I'm sorry, sir.
okay. Now, my dear friends, I want to let you know the rules to change active voice and into passive voice. Object in active voice becomes the subject in passive voice. You see the example here. The hunter shot a bird. In this sentence, the hunter is the subject, shot is the verb, a bird is the object. The sentence in passive voice begins with a bird, because a bird, which is the object in active voice, becomes the subject in passive voice. Rule number 2, most important one. Appropriate forms of the verb to be is used depending on the tense of the verb in active voice, and it is followed by the past participle form of the verb. My dear friends, you see the 2-column table here. Now, in the first column, I have written tense of the verb. In the second column, I have written appropriate form of the verb to be plus past participle of the verb in active voice. It means the verb in active voice is changed into past participle form in passive voice. Now you see, verb is take. It is in present tense. In passive voice, it is changed into am taken, is taken, are taken. For example, my father takes me to school. Here my father is subject, takes is verb, to school is object. Me is indirect object. In passive voice, I told you, the object of the verb becomes the subject of the verb in passive voice. Then the sentence starts with I. I am taken to school by my father. Similarly, you see here, the verb is took. Took is in past tense. In passive voice, it is changed into was taken or were taken. The next one, am taking, is taking, are taking. In passive voice, it is changed into am being taken, is being taken, are being taken. Next, was taking, were taking, that is past continuous. In passive voice, it is changed into was being taken, were being taken. Next, has or have taken, that is present perfect. It is changed into has been taken or have been taken. Next one, had taken, that is past perfect. That is changed into had been taken. So if you take a look at this two-column table, you will understand any verb in active voice will be changed into passive voice by using the appropriate form of the verb to be, and the form of the verb to be is followed by the past participle form of the verb.
Start.
Now you see, shall or will have taken, that is future perfect. In passive voice, it is changed to will have been taken. Here you may get a doubt. Sir, when shall is there, why should we write will? My dear students, only for first person shall is used. And for your kind information, subject and object will never be the same in passive voice. So whether it is shall or will, in passive voice we should write will have been taken. You see the next one. Shall or will take. Shall or will take. That is future tense. It is changed into will be taken. You understand here? Will be taken. So here the be form is be. Now take a look at this table. This table shows how the sentences in active voice are changed into passive voice. For example, you see, this is a sentence in active voice. I teach English. Here, the verb teach is in simple present tense. I told you, the rule number one is object in active voice becomes a subject in passive voice. So, the sentence begins with the word English. What is the rule number two? We should use the appropriate form of the verb to be depending on the tense of the verb. The tense of the verb is simple present tense. And the forms of be are ya, is, are. Which one is suitable for the subject here? Is. Because English is third person. So, the appropriate form of the verb to be is. As I told you, the main verb should be changed into the past participle form. That is taught. Teach, taught, taught, taught. And then the last thing is agent. Here, me is called agent. Agent means subject in active voice becomes agent in passive voice, and that should be written at the end of the sentence, and it is preceded by the preposition by. See the next sentence. I taught English. Here, taught is the verb. The verb is in simple past tense. So, in passive voice, it is written like this. English was taught by me. What are the forms of the verb in past tense? The forms of the verb in past tense are was or were. As the subject is third person singular, it is we used was. So English was taught by me. Suppose the subject is plural. For example, I taught English and Maths. Then English and Maths instead of was, we use were. English and Maths were taught by me. See the next one. I am teaching English. Am teaching. That is present continuous tense. If the verb is in continuous tense, the form of the be is being. Look at the sentence in passive voice. English is being taught by me. See the next sentence. I was teaching English. Here the verb is in past continuous tense. In passive voice, it is written as English was being taught by me. So, if you take a look at this one and this one, the be form is being. Be form is being. And the past partial form is taught. I think you understand. See the next one. I have taught English. The verb is in present perfect tense. If the verb is in present perfect tense, the form of the verb to be is being. See how the sentence is changed into passive. English has been taught by me. So here, the verb is, the helping verb is has, appropriate form of the verb is being, and the V3 form of the main verb is taught, has been taught by me. Next one is, I had taught English. Had plus V3, that is past perfect tense. In passive voice, it is written as, English had been taught by me. English had been taught by me. See the next one. I will or shall teach English. This is future tense. It is written as English will be taught by me. My dear friends, you will get a doubt here. Sir, in active voice, the helping verb is will. Sometimes helping verb is shall. Then, should we write only will? Yes. Look at here. With the first person, we can use will or shall. But here, the subject is English, third person. With the third person, we should use only will. For this reason, even though helping verb in active voice is will or shall, the helping verb in passive voice is will. English will be taught by me. So next one. I will or shall have taught English. This is future perfect. It is written as English will have been taught by me. So this is the end of the table. Now we've understood how the sentences in active voice are changed into passive voice in different tenses. In English language, there are 12 tenses. But in passive voice, only 8 tenses can be changed. The remaining 4 tenses cannot be changed into passive voice. It means only 8 tenses have passive voice. Future continuous, future perfect continuous, present perfect continuous, and past perfect continuous have no passive forms. Friends, now we have learned how the sentence in active voice are changed into passive voice. I hope you certainly enjoyed this session.
Start.
In English language, there are 12 tenses, but only 8 tenses can be changed into passive voice. The remaining 4 tenses, present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future continuous, future perfect continuous cannot be changed into passive voice. My dear students, most important point to be noted is, in any concept in English grammar, subject must agree with the verb in 3 ways. So here in passive voice, subject must agree with the verb in number, person and tense. I hope you enjoyed this session. Those who are interested can subscribe to the channel English Wizard Nabiraj. Thank you.